people! I feel like I'm forgetting something. Aha! Why is not... Give me a sec. And here we are! Ciao nice people! We are back again on programming. I have fun with it actually. It's taking a lot of time, but I'm glad to say that even if programming takes a lot, I still find it interesting. And hello, Returnophilian, welcome! Nice to see you there. How it's going? I have a very good news. My Steam page for this game got approved like right now, right in this hour. And yeah, I'm not showing it because maybe I could, but I want to keep the surprise. And when the demo is ready, I will finally publish it after I prepare a trailer. Yeah, the trailer. I kind of have some ideas, but there is also some work to do on that department as well. Also, the demo is very close to be over, but not really, because there's a decent amount of stuff that needs to be improved, like the thing we're programming today. Yay! I'll ask you some question on doing a Steam page. Oh yeah, feel free. I'm always happy to talk about the steps of making a game or everything that regards it. Going commercial is a big step I'm not ready to make. I understand. I felt the same for like 13 years. But I think the thing that started everything was Respawn Banter. Because before that, I was still developing 2D Upper Dam. A project which is on hiatus for, well, a little too long, but one day my return. One day. When I was developing that, I was still using copyrighted music. I was using Waterflame music for boss battles, which was actually decently fine, but I was using Zelda music for for a dungeon, Inazuma 11 music for the exploration. Yeah, a copyright strike fest. I think I'm very grateful to the Respawn Banter or the game jam that started it, because I had to use only original resources, or more like resources I had the right to use. And with that, I felt I could dare a little more. I just saw the project and thought, this for once has the potential to be a game to sell. Because I have a lot of... Wait. I have my cool website here. And I have a lot of games, but not a lot of them are sellable. I will go more on the dashboard maybe. For example, let's go in order. Because it's not really a thing that I randomly thought of going commercial, because I started with, well, apart from the Italian games, can we see the Italian games? Because there are some games even older than Anagram that I didn't publish. Not a lot, but, well, kinda. I wanna beat the gate, still games with RTPs. Here. All games with basic RTP, which the concept is not the plainest one, but still not the most original. Also, I don't know, this isn't enough to be a game that can be sellable. Well, could, but honestly I didn't really felt it could get a lot of traction. Same with Jingle Gates. It's a short game about puzzles and everything. God of Overlays is a game jam game. That's my Exploit Keeper. Could, but it's still a short game, so no, definitely not. Could be expanded in a future game, which I definitely thought a lot about it, but the game on its own doesn't. I'll invalidate raid is a little too short, but for once, this game had the potential for it. This game had the potential to have a unique art style and definitely a unique experience. as someone might know. With Artesia, which I did before, I still have some doubts about this one, because the main thing is, I saw the concept of Respawn Banter, and I thought, wow, this is not just a stupid game I made with a kinda peculiar puzzle mechanic, or is extremely dumb. No, it's a game with a unique theme, and with the art style of Owari, which later got improved with the Pandorf one, I thought, I was sure this would be the first commercial game. Though, after that, I realized it's... Well, I kinda undertook the assignment, and I realized it's a little too long to make, which... It wasn't really a big problem. I was really ready to go further into development. But first, I really wanted to have something on the Steam page. Second, I kinda wanted to try with a shorter game to test around in case I made a huge mistake with this game, because I care a lot about this game, but that's why I don't want to publish it without prior experience. Could be the first game, but I think it would be better to publish a game before. And third reason, unfortunately, the artist for the character is missing in action, let's say. So I have time to make another game and look for another artist, unfortunately. That's why I chose to publish this game on Steam. But after I realized, what if I made this bigger? Well, not very much bigger, but at least extend it to have it at decent duration, which is not half an hour. The original was half an hour, though the one I'm making will last forever. Okay, not strictly forever, but I'm saying at least if you skip some content, if you rush through the game, I think 1 hour and a half, still not a lot, but like if you don't rush, it takes much longer at least. Though speedruns are even for shorter times. You have a nice library of completed games. Yeah, I think that helps a lot, because at least I'm, in a way, I'm showing that I did something. I'm not taking the program in my hands for the first time. Though it's not the same on Steam, because I still don't have anything there. So another thing could be that, I don't know, if someone looks for Respawn Banter and checks if the developer already did something, could find another game, which is again something that helps with the concept that, oh, this game is less likely to be a scam now, or something, I don't know. The Switch for me was trying to make games not just for me, but for something that I could be proud of it also to show off. Well, with the games, I really want... My main objective is not to sell games. Well, it is, but because I don't... It's not for the money, it's because I really want people to try games. I don't know, I really like when people comment on my games or stream them even. But I still make games as the main player target myself. I think that's for the best. That's why my games are so weird and so daring, because I know what the target audience wants. I'm the target audience. So it can be very daring, instead of making something that everyone will like. Definitely not the best choice, but my idea is I just want to find other developers that have my same taste, or no, I want to find other players that have my same taste, so they can find the perfect buffet. They might be not a lot, but they definitely are somewhere. And in the meantime, I could also have games that are enjoyable for other people, even. I had my phase of making cringe games. Well, you cannot make games without that phase. Should we remember 2D Adventures I should play that on stream again. No, maybe not. I should play on stream Anagram again in English. Maybe in the next Waldorf week, who knows? Anything else to play on the Waldorf week? Socratic Dialogue? Julia got a castle! Huh. And Decadence Shadows. Are you the RPG to Essing and invalidate your aid? If you mean like removing the purgatories, I will definitely switch up how the purgatory works. My plan was to remove or to remove the frustrating part from the purgatories and instead add some sort of I don't know, game parody part, like making a mix between dissing and a parody on RPG horror games, for example. I was thinking, or like I don't know. My idea is instead of purgatories, instead of being frustrating, they will have game genres. A visual novel which is over exaggerated, my idea was taking game genres and overly exaggerating their main factor. That's the idea, but I still have to develop on it. For now, I'm working on the demo so I can start showing something around. At least most of the game is already set, though there's a lot of development on fine-tuning everything. I don't know about keeping the main purgatories, but the old purgatories, I will definitely keep something for people who played. Just make a game longer than a fun time. Don't worry, Drea is very good at stalling. Very good. She will invalidate your aid forever. I want the money, all of them. Wait, about what? About every game? About all the purgatories? I love watching when all of them. Okay, about selling games. I see. Well, of course, I also want the money, but only because I want to finally have a team. I'm fed up on having to do everything myself. It's too much. I want to do so much and I can do so little. That's frustrating. That's what I want, big money, but just to extend the capacity of making games. I'm opening the Waldorf studio. Everyone can apply. Don't ask about the payment though. That's still awkward. Oh wait, were we developing a game? Yeah, probably today we are developing a game. I almost forgot. Okay, we got also the music. It would be so cool to be able to pay for a team. Yes! That's why I'm happy and keeping some money apart on some... I'm stashing away some money. Not a lot, but a decent amount, so I can pay for artists, for Respawn banter, and voice actor even, maybe? Who knows? I was planning also to at least commission 2-3 music for the game, just the main title and the final battle. Just to have something unique for the hypest moments of the game. I'll play as a programmer. Oh, well, gladly. I love programming as well, but there are some parts that require too much work and that take a lot of time on everything. Oh yes, I mainly need an artist now, but for this game I'm managing to do everything on my own. For composer, I suppose, but for now I'm still sticking on free resources I find online. Those are easier to find a second yeah, free music is a little easier to use instead of graphics, since you can use a music even for different intentions from how it was made. Not for art. If it's a table, you cannot use it as a shark, right? Right. No, that's not the cry of a shark. Oh well. And later, who knows? I definitely need a character designer. If when Lolo finishes 5th tier, I might ask him to do something for me. Actually, even before. He gave me a lot of help on the design of the evil antagonist of Respawn Banter. And I definitely need his help for the last character. Dinner ready. Ooh, I see. Then have a nice dinner. In the meantime, I will try to start the game. Let's see. To start the development. Oh, I already have the code. That's great. So, off stream, I did a boring step, which was to replace all the script calls in the battle loop to call instead what we programmed last time, being very careful to add the new group. Now when we add something, we create this group, and every picture is associated with this one. How does it work? We did it last time. We have an entire array where we save every information about every picture. So now, wait, let me do it. Well, sure. Here. For example, every picture here is in a group. That means if we say that the group is shifting horizontally, when we draw it, everything will be shifted horizontally. Please work. Here you see, there's a shift in the space. There's a problem though. This only happens when we load the picture for the first time. Later, I don't know how much it works. We should try, definitely. We need to work on this for today. Other than that, there's another feature I couldn't replicate. We might gonna work on that later, but later. Let me do the easy save point. Okay, so we don't need to enter the debug room every time. Sure, 15. Okay. So, today, what are we gonna do? We shrink the battle screen. We did it last time, but today it's different because we changed the entire core system on how it works. Well, kinda, we replicated it on the other plugin. That's because we need to... Why did I do that? I forgot. Well, it definitely helps in two small things, but definitely I need that for more, right? I don't remember for what, but I'm pretty sure I made the right call in the long run. So, first, how did we shrink the screen? I forgot. So, it's probably in the core loop. After we define the enemy pattern, there is a call in the enemy pattern that changes the screen here. Updates screen shenanigans based on next action. First, we should see if we can trigger it, just to test. And just to make it more practical, we activate a switch here. We can go with Moshindero. If the switch is active, we are gonna have the debug version. I need to deactivate it later though. So this is the enemy pattern. The enemy is 2. So enemy 2. Let's see. Okay. We could add it here actually. How was it? This one. So I remembered it's screen, we apply a random position and a new scale. Easy enough. We can just overwrite the basic one. We just need to remember to remove it. Okay, this should resize the screen, though this is the old system, so definitely we might create some problem. Let's see. Update values. Okay. Now. Huh. I thought I wrote it right. The problem is definitely here. I think I added one extra parenthesis before. Okay, let's see. Okay, it doesn't create anything. Maybe because it should... Okay, here. Okay, you can see. It shrinks, but the whole game is not set in the same group here. We need to work on that now. What's the plan? So we know that at least there is something working. And should go on this. Update. Wait. I should search shenanigans. Here. Update screen shenanigans based on next action. Here it is. So what does it do? Oh, I should really add comments for the long run. Well, here gets the final window position. Here. And here I draw the fake window borders. Though this one should as well be in the group number 1. So we should change the code for this. I did it for every other picture, but I forgot this one, so. It's a little complicated because here it creates an animation. Though it's a custom one, so I think we can manage by working with this one. Okay, so we move the picture 86 with the parameters file. We have here the fake window borders. This should be in the battle scene. Okay, in the battle folder. We have what was it? The origin. X, Y, scale, and what was the last one? What was the last one? Opacity. And the group, it's 1. It's the same. Okay, we have it. It's the same thing, now we added the picture to the group 1, so we can move everything all together. The problem is nothing moves. So what's the problem? Let's see what I did after. If the final position is random, blah blah blah, creates a random position. Okay? Then, oh yeah, here we elaborate the timing for moving it. I think we can keep the logic to move, or for the timing here. We just need to change the target. We are gonna move the entire group 1. Let's see. So the function is over here and calls the next one. For now, should be okay. So here let's see, frame position. Oh yeah, definitely needed some comments. I should get used to make more comments. Though I think doesn't matter because we need to change what it targets here. Here it moves the entire. It moved the entire. All the pictures, but now we need to move only pictures in a group. Let's see. Wait, I'm getting a little brain farted here. Here we are setting the coordinates. I don't remember what it does. We did it last time, but like two months ago, kinda. So here we are defining the origin chords, and we are updating it. Where do you save it? Where are you saving it? In a global value. See, okay, I see. I suppose this should be saved in the container for the picture groups. We'll take one for reference. So how do we reference the group? It's this one, group, easy. I'm taking one for reference. Where was I? Here. Okay, so instead now we need to move, or we need to set the values for this group. So the idea is, when we say that the screen or the picture, the container will move on the right, we need to change the base information of the entire container. I think that's reasonable enough. So instead of saving it in a global variable, which is defined I don't know where, we just read here. We read container of pictures group position. The number 1 position should be right. Same with the scale. I think it's important also to have a parameter for group, so we might want to change the group. Instead of 1 we have group. I don't think it changes actually, but just in case. And the group is defined, well, we say 1 here, sure. This one should be actually a function here. I'm already mixing things up. Okay, so because we did here all the groups, we need the function to move the groups here. We did everything to move and pictures and everything. Now we need the thing to move the entire screen. We are doing it here, never mind. So how do we transition from the battle logic to the pure group picture logic? We need first to define the parameters and then call the function. So this one gets all the information we need at the end. Here it draws the picture we need for the battle sequence. Here determines the random position. And here defines the time left. Maybe we need to put this into a parameter. So at the end, we will call this one in the next one. First we call move entire move group here. And we say group 1, sure. Group 1, and we say the other parameters, which is we might also want to have facultative parameters. Like, again, we can have x is the final movement screen position 0. Y is the other one. So we define facultative parameters for everything. Just in case we might want to omit one. Scale X, which was this one, and scale Y. Anything else we are missing? The time. I think the time should be a required parameter. Yeah, because even if it's instant, it could be 1 or 0. Okay, we have it. So now, we call the easy picture move group when we have the pick time and everything else. Let's see. What's it defined? Yeah, that's kinda genius. I like this thing. I'm glad I discovered this trick, because I can just define an array of parameters which by default is empty, but if I want I can add anything. X, Y, scale X, scale Y. I didn't miss anything, right? Okay. If it's not defined, it's simply undefined. I can just check them like this. We define, okay, we check them like this. Which is though wrong, because we need to read by default the value of the group. I will put the reference right there. So let's see. Let group ref. Here, group ref is easier. So we can read. When we create a group, we save all the information in the value here. So we can reference the group we are about to move here. So we have all the information here in group ref. So if the X is not defined in the call, we say group ref position X. It's the default. Same with Y. Again, we will take the default value we defined before only if we didn't define it in the call. Same with the scale. Okay, now we have the facultative parameters covered. Now, with those, we now need to set up a movement, because this only sets the movement. We can have a second one called easy picture move group execute, which does everything. Come on. I cannot make the parentheses. Okay. And this one is something like this. We can do it one step at a time though. First, let's work in the crucial steps. This function calls the next one in the next frame. Yeah, I suppose it needs to pass on the parameter for the group. I don't know what else it needs. The point is, this one is very similar to the other one, the move picture. I wonder if I can recycle it, but it's a little more complicated since this one works with groups, this one with a single picture. so it will be calling it himself later, which can work though. Would have been better to do it in a single stream, maybe. Wait, what is this? Move easy pictures, group loop? Wait. No, I couldn't have done it before, right? This is for single pictures. My head is getting messed up. Let's name all the functions, okay? Okay. Then we have draw easy picture with parameters. This one is called by the previous one. It's used to finalize movement. Not yeah, it count. This one counts as a single call for moving pictures, or to set up picture drawing or moving. Instead of having for each of them, oh, move picture, draw picture, move picture, I have a single call. So I can manage everything here. Micromanage, to be precise. In case it's a group, it will call another function again. Draw easy picture group. Where is it? Draw easy picture. Where is it? This one. Okay. This one draws a picture from a group. I should make them private if I don't want them to be called by mistake. And what is this one? I forgot about this one. What is this? When will it be called? So, if the picture is moving and is in a group, it will do all this. Yeah, okay. If the picture is moving as in a group, it's the cursor. It should be custom movement, but cursor movement sounds better because it's cursed. Okay, I get it. Sets up every value for the movement and executes the movement. Though the name is wrong. See here. Move a single picture. Do we even need to set up a movement for the group? Yeah, maybe we do. Then though, could be easier. Let's see. Okay. So, the good thing is this one reads every time, constantly. Where, here, draw the picture from group. Here, I set it with duration 0. So we draw easy picture group. And this one reads the group position each frame it draws it. So if we change the parameters of the group, this will change on the go, immediately. So we should try. So okay, now I have a better picture. Then we don't even need to update every picture. Ah yeah, maybe we need. Because if the picture is moving, we don't want to update it. Okay. I think it's doable also because the moving picture doesn't read the current position, right? Yeah. Where was it? Where is the thing? Let's see, pick info. It reads the picture info, so not really. Though it reads the doesn't read the current position, reads the position where it started the movement. So yeah, okay, that's great. That means we shouldn't worry too much about moving pictures. Okay, returning back. When we say to move a group, we set the target coordinates. And this shouldn't be that hard. We could do a similar thing. We can even set up simple values for that. We don't even need to attach it to the function itself. Let's see. It's hard to think at this point. I will try. So we set up the group. I think we can pass on the parameters actually. So we can just pass the group the coordinates x and y and the scales. Oh, hello! Welcome back, Cartoonophilian. We were trying to understand what we did last time, and luckily things doesn't seem too dire. Though definitely with all this code it's hard to manage. I'm glad at least I did less of a mess than previous games. Still not super easy. Target scale. And we definitely want the calculation for the timing, yes. Also, we may want the starting position, right? Do we need that? Because I did a peculiar calculation for that. I definitely want a function that helps me every time calculate this, I don't know, the movement. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time in programming the movement of pictures. Though I'm pretty sure we are very close. So what do we want to do each loop for once? Well, first we want to loop it for now. To loop it every frame. And then condition is when the time run out. This needs to be a parameter. Okay. What did I press? Okay. When the time runs out, it's over. So, if time is less than 0, or whatever we are going to decide for the condition, the condition is over. If it's not, the condition continues. If it's 0 or less, nothing happens. So the function finally stops being recursive. And to the dailies on Zenless. Wait, are you continuing on Zenless? Ah, interesting. How it's going in the game so far? I'm mostly curious about the battles. Are battles still interesting after playing for a while? I stopped playing Hoyoverse games, but yeah, I'm still playing the Octopath Gacha. And now even the Uma Musume Horse Girls Gacha. Though I'm not grinding as much as they want me to do, at least. Okay, so if the time runs out, it stops. How do I decide when the time runs out? We simply do every frame time decreases by 1. Now, we need the main thing. We want to change the entire group information. We want to change the group position and the group target position. Wait. Huh. It's already here, wait. The information is already here. I don't think it's useful here though. Maybe it is? Well, it can definitely help, actually. Maybe it's better. So yeah, we don't need to pass those information. We need to store them. Instead of even saving them, we can do this. Group ref dot target position x is this one. We can do the same with the rest. So we are storing in the group information where they're gonna move. Maybe it's for the better, because in this way, if we override two movements, the second one will override the first one, and instead of working together, which will definitely mess up the solution. Tennis is the only one that sticks to me. Combat is satisfying. Oh, that's nice to hear. I don't know, I think personally I wasn't the best for that sort of action games. I like way more the vision for the game of the team. What do you mean? Though I can understand in a way, because definitely the game surprised me on some, at least some choices to make it a little more interesting, like the free exploration managing section, or even just a cutscene animated in a manga panel, instead of just having still characters. Though it has the same problem for me as the other Audioverse games. The dialogues are so much full of nothingness all the time. They are well written, but doesn't mean they are interesting to read, personally. I find them boring. Not all of them, of course, but there are so many of them that are not as important. That's why also I prefer games that have a, not only a good narration, but also good dialogues. Or not really good dialogues, more like interesting dialogues made from... It's hard to explain. I really want to know more about it. I should watch videos or read about it, because I like the argument a lot. Okay, here we are overwriting the parameter made just for this in the group information. Okay, now every information for the movement is stored in the group information itself. So we don't need to pass this information on, and we just need the group and the time. Even the time could be saved here, but I don't think it's important. It's better here. So what do? First we read the information, or even better, we do the step later, because we might want to work backwards. So at the end, what's gonna this function do? It's gonna overwrite the value. First, let's again get the information we need, the group, and from the group we are gonna overwrite. The target position stays the same, we need to overwrite the position itself. The position X is gonna become something. Position Y the same, and same with scale. Scale X, scale Y. That's what we're gonna change. We're gonna change it to one extra step before it reaches the final destination. Besides being way more free-to-play friendly, I think they're really nailing it on the gameplay side. Genshin, I don't think it wasn't that against free-to-play. Oh, well, yeah, for the post-game content, yeah, definitely 100%. Though for the main story, it really wasn't. Honkai Star Rail even at this point, yeah. So, maybe you're right. Though in Honkai Star Rail, I would say it's even worse. Because being an RPG, you can't rely on skill. You just have to build better characters by pulling more stronger characters. Narrative, I appreciate the story and the lore. Some dialogues are bland. Yeah, that's what really drove me off, because all the time that I felt like there were too many bland dialogues there in the others. I think they assume gacha players can trade. The worst part is you can't even skip them. Other gachas I played, well, Heads Reverb, Umamusume, and Octopath Traveler, you can skip the scenes. Maybe not the story ones from Octopath, but you can skip all of them otherwise. Probably because they want you to like the character forcibly so you can pull for them. That's the general idea. I wonder if you can use the same strategy here. Because since we know we have 60 frames left before finishing the animation, we know that we are gonna move 1/6. 1/7. No. I think we can make it easier. We should have the total time, right? I think it makes it easier. How does it work? Sure. Time. I think there are better ways to do this, but okay. So in the recursion, I'm passing time and total time. Time is gonna decrease every time. Also, I should decrease before. So the time will decrease by 1 each iteration until it reaches 0. Meanwhile, the total time is only used to make calculations. That's what we're gonna do here. We just calculate the difference. And we divide by total time. They're also cool to study as games. It's basically a worldwide phenomenon at this point. I think the main thing to study is probably yeah, you're right. Because it's not only gacha. That's what kinda makes more money, to be honest. I think I don't know what people drives there. Maybe you have a good point. I don't know what it really attracts players. I would say character mostly. But not only that, I think it's almost even like the feeling of getting stronger. That's what I liked in Genshin Impact. I can farm artifacts for my lovely Yanfei, so I can see her getting stronger. That's kinda what drives you into playing the game, logging in every day, so you can pull for a character, so you can get even stronger. It's like a It's like a collection. A collection you can never complete even, because there are too many characters coming out and you don't have as much money. Yeah, and every day you log in to get some crumbles to be able to pull for the next character so you can have a collection. And it gets worse since you can't even stop playing, because then you will be missing out. That's the fear of missing out. You say, oh yeah, if I stop playing though, I will not get the new characters. Like recently in Honkai Star Rail there was a crossover where they gave for free a strong character, Archer, from Fate Stay Night. So some people definitely reinstalled the game just to get a free character from the crossover. People cannot uninstall the game and think, oh yeah, I'm not gonna play for this period, because they are gonna miss on a lot. So even thinking about stopping playing permanently, you kinda think you wasted all the time you played up until that point to gather resources and the stuff. It took a lot for me to stop playing those, because in a way, I didn't felt like it was a waste of my time I invested before stopping playing, though I realized it was draining too much time. So in a way, it's the other sense of time drain. To me, looks gacha replaced the void left from the MMORPG. I don't know, because MMORPGs are more like based on guilds, on persons, like a miniature world. For logging every day, and community reminds me of it. The community though is much weaker there. There's not really groups or open world where you see other people. Oh, for a MMO redemption arc. We can do our MMO, right? With RPG Maker, let's do one. Okay, no, not really. So what we're gonna do here is we decide how much the entire group moves every frame. Since it moves, let's say, in 60 frames, we can just decide the total distance divided by the total time. And this will be the amount it will move. So we can just do plus equal. It will move by this amount. But how is the total distance? It will be the current position minus the target position. Okay, this sounds simple. We do the same with everything else. We replace the Y. And same with scale. Wait, it's pose scale X? It was... No, I definitely didn't set it up like this. Scale.x, okay. That's great. The community part moved outside the game, sadly. Yeah, that's not really the main thing though, I think, because in MMOs, the community part was part of the game itself. Now it's outside. I think it's a completely different thing. Today everyone uses Discord. Well, we are using it as well. I'm trying to make a gacha game, that's why I'm interested. Ah, well, consider though the wild difference in budget. Also, you're not making a gacha to make players log in every day and spend as much money than possible. You're making a gacha for the gameplay itself. So again, there's a lot of differences, too many even. So I would say even trying to save the good parts of it, there's not really a lot of good parts on it, personally. More than a gacha game, it's a game that drains your time. And money, even. For example, in Honkai Star Rail, well, more than draining money part. In Honkai Star Rail, the post-game, every time, of course, requires you to have the latest characters so you can be... Like, you can exploit enemies better. Like, there is a new character that breaks enemies. Oh yeah, a buff. If you break an enemy, you do 10 times more damage. So you're kinda forced to use the new character. Stuff like that. How is the formula? Group ref. Dot target pose. Okay, I was close. And target scale. Okay. I think we might have the right parameters. Why? And here we probably set up the right values. This will run every frame until it's over. And it will update the value itself. Now, do I need a plus or a minus here? Let's see. If I have one in coordinate x, 0, and I want to move it on coordinate x 200. Yeah, we'll go backwards, so we need to set a subtraction. Okay. Now, will it be done or... let's see how it works now. I'm pretty sure I'm 100% sure it's not complete, because it will only affect pictures that are moving. But let's see what it does for now. Yeah, you see the slime is shrinking. Because everything should be in the bottom right corner, you see. Okay, everything is in the bottom right corner, but only the things that are moving. Also, there's a thing I need to program as well. It's fine. I don't know where the gate is, but... Okay, now we just need to affect even pictures that are standing still. How do we do? Well, simple. We make a big loop and for each picture we change the position. Or even better, we update the position. Some Genshin Power Creep was getting real. I know. Well, again, I think it's way worse in Star Rail. Again, being a gacha about RPG, they need to have characters that are stronger inherently. Like characters that released on the first, that were available on the release, are very weak now. Almost unusable, most of them. That's not really... Again, that's not the main reason I stopped, though. It was still the dialogue. Not in Zenless, the strongest is still Miyabi. Oh yeah, I saw that she's very beloved. And has pretty long ears. Okay, we saw it's working. Now, we need to do an extra thing. Is a picture update every picture in group from group 1 or group. Come on. Okay, this is simple. We just need to recall the draw picture function. So this one, for each picture, P less than 100, we can say. P++. Oh wait. Huh. Where's my... I thought I still have on the censorship I had on the previous stream. No, I never set it up. Okay, well, maybe it's for the better. Oh, hello Maximum Sharpie. Welcome to the stream. How it's going? We are making a game. Yeah, I promise it's more interesting than it looks. Actually, it's very interesting. I love it. We're also pretty close on seeing something. After 1 hour of working, we are about to see at least a single thing after all this work. I hope it will be worth it. So we just need now to update every picture after we move the entire group. What's your problem? I'm missing okay, sure. So the thing we want to do is every picture in the group will be updated. Let's see. We can just do the thing. Just call easy picture and we draw the picture without parameters. I think it could work. The pictures will be saved here. And the pictures will have... Where is it? Those parameters. So we just need to update the coordinates X, Y and scale. The rest will be done automatically. I used to stream working on my game. Oh, that's cool. What are you using? I suppose RPG Maker? I don't know, that's my guess. So the idea is, we have every picture saved in this variable. And the pictures are saved with those parameters. No, actually, only the pictures that are in the container of picture groups. Okay, it's simple actually, because every group has an element parameter. Okay, now I remember, it's wrong. They are saved here. The pictures are saved here. So we just need to check each element inside. I think it's straightforward. So, first we get the group. The group is still this, the container, and we get the group. We might also get the container. How was it called? Elements. So we can call it elements ref. Easy. RP maker. Ah, okay. That's cool. What are you working on? I see there's a lot. Well, there's always too many developers of RPG Maker, but I see that a lot of them are doing something totally different, and that's the great part of RPG Maker, I think. Apart from being maybe a little too accessible. No, it's fine. RPG Maker gang. Oh yeah, I'm gonna RPG Maker all over the place. Okay, now we just need to check each picture in the group. So now we selected each picture which is saved in the group. So we can just do, well, first I check if the reference exists. Because if it's undefined, or even worse, the picture is not there anymore, then we skip that part. So if it's undefined, we skip this one. Also, we skip it if there is no picture. If, how was it? Undefined, right? Same. That's how I check, right? Picture undefined, that's right. Good. We can even put it in the same condition. Okay, now if the problem is out of the way, we can actually update every picture. Doing a lewd I see, a lewd harem game. Something for fun, getting to experiment a bunch of different things we don't do in our main game. Interesting. Wait, you have also a main game? Huh. I never thought about doing a lewd game. Honestly, I'm not really much into it. Though, I would say it would be an interesting experience. Though again, I don't think I will do it. They actually asked me once if I wanted to make like lewd scenes for one of my games. Though I said, again, could be an interesting writing experience, but not really. It's not really one of my priorities. A clean game I'm making with my voice. Oh, that's cool. I see. That's cool having the other one still into what you're making. That's pretty cool, honestly. Congratulations already on that. So I'm curious about that. That's also... Does she also work in the lewd harem game? That would be peculiar. Or maybe she's into it as well, I don't know. Okay, I wonder if it's as simple as doing this. Let's see, easy picture, and I move picture number P. That's it. No extra parameter, I just move the picture in place. Maybe I should also define duration 1 frame, so I tell the game to move it. I wonder if that will be enough. Because if I do this, the picture will draw itself on the same spot, but this time it will be regulated based on the group position. Oh, come on. We were about to try. What did I miss? Yeah, where is the token? 259. Yeah, I forgot to name the function. Okay. And now maybe, just maybe, if the trick works, everything will work. Shapes with Iron game sometime. Oh, that's cool. Honestly, I'm surprised but happy with hearing that. Let's see. Now, change. Huh. Group not defined. Okay, though, at least it's an error I can understand. In 260. Here. Ah, because it's a parameter. I forgot to add it as a parameter. Now maybe. Please? Oh, it's working! It's working! Look at the picture move! Everyone moves! The only one that doesn't move is the arrow because it was programmed with in a different way. But all the rest should work. Here, okay, look at this. Everything changed. Why is the slime moving backwards? Okay, it's a small thing to fix later. Though, it works! It works! We have it. We can even make it more extreme if we want. Though we should go in the code of the battle. Let's see. What was it? 15. We can go 6, right? And make it even more squished. Coolest thing I've ever seen. Thanks. Yeah, I love doing these tricks. I actually wanted to do this one to avoid messing up with the screen with the game window dimension in case someone wants to finally play full screen. The first version was not playable full screen, that's why. Why though? Doesn't change anything else. Why doesn't it change? I thought I changed the scale. Let me try another thing. Oh, let me try again. How does it work? I forgot what those parameters do because they definitely don't do that much. They will be passed on this one. Okay, they will call this one. Here we calculate all the math. Do we still call this one? Screen size change animation during based on next action, right? No, it's another function. Update screen shenanigans based on next action. That's a long name. Here. And here instead it calls our function. Though maybe there's something wrong in the math. Because the screen size definitely it's not what it says. The screen size should be this parameter. Okay, it's time to show a very cool thing I discovered today about RPG Maker. Look at this. This is all the code and plugins of everything. So I can just go here. Probably here. Find the line I need. Wait, I should decrease the volume maybe. 10% is still too much. Okay. So I was saying. The line we need to check is 300 something. So here it's the call. We can just add a click here and you'll see the magic. It's something you can... It's fairly common and really necessary almost in other programming instruments. But this is RPG Maker, so it's not even given for granted. Look at this. The game stops. The game is stopped now. because I said the game, oh, okay, stop everything, freeze when I reach this point. It's a breakpoint. It's doable in RPG Maker, that's pretty nice. And why do I need this? Because now I can see what the values are exactly. So I can see, for example, final movement screen size, which is 6 and 3, which is definitely not what it's gonna become. Though maybe I need to change to check it later. Let's see. Final screen size, it's 6 and 3. That's definitely what I want, but it's definitely not what's gonna become. So we need to investigate more on the other function. There are practical pictures. This one, the move group. So we continue. And stops right here. Let's stop a little later. So we define all the information here. The target position, X and Y, and the target scale, which is 6 and 3. So this is right again. So what's wrong now? Play again. And 1 frame has passed. Let's see. The new position, new scale. The new scale you see is decreasing. If we can go frame by frame, you see. And the screen is reducing in size. Look at this. You can see every time the scale getting smaller. Though it's definitely not enough. And the time is decreasing. Definitely won't do all of that in time. So maybe we should check the problem elsewhere. It's almost like the time is not enough. It's almost like the total time is not doing it right. We're already almost halfway, and the scale is kind of halfway though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here. The scale is halfway. Total time is 2 seconds. And the scale is, I would say, yeah, halfway. Because it can decrease by 40% more. Huh. Not fully halfway though. Then I don't get it. We have 21 frames left. Huh, so we... I get it. We messed up with the calculations at the start. Oh, my game stopped again. No. I get the problem. We made a mistake here. This one calculates the new position based on the current position minus the target one, but that only means it's moving slower, which could be a cool animation for another time, but we need to get a reference of the starting position. So we need to define here another parameter. Group ref, starting pose, and we can define an array like this. X is the target, the starting position. The Y is the starting position of Y. Okay. Same with starting scale. We get scale Y and scale X. So now we can compare, we can make the difference not from the point we are currently in, but the starting point. So we can get exactly how much each frame should move. I think I should have done the math here, but at this point. Group ref, starting pause here and for Y. And same with starting scale X and Y. And now should work. I personally guarantee it. Well, not really guarantee, but I'm close. Let's see. Okay, look at this. It's 8 pixels wide and 3 pixels tall. 3? Is it really 3 pixels? I think it's pretty more. How much? How many? Huh. Ah, no, it's not pixels, it's percent. It's 3% tall. I see. I wonder if it's still playable. You know what? Give me a sec. Let's see if we can play it on stream. Yeah, definitely playable. Look at this. Definitely playable. Totally. I know, totally playable. Let's see. I don't see what arrow is that. Come on. The pixel. Okay, maybe you can understand where the arrow is going actually. What does it say? What is this ancient language? F. I took damage. Oh no, rage mode kinda blocks the way. Yeah, I don't see the arrow. Okay, rage mode doesn't really work now. I'm dead. I'm dead. Well, it was an experience, definitely. You know what? That could actually be part of the game, since you can technically see the pixels. Though only if you zoom, so maybe a little less. Actually, a cute Chara with a small resolution, yeah. Okay, what was to fix? Well, first we may want to have more playable resolutions. Okay. Drawing Harris characters and reduce them to 3% is the new meta. You know what? You gave this thing and your appreciation gave me an idea of just having a section where Rhea reduces all the graphics and there's just barely pixels visible. That's actually a good idea for a final battle. Because I'm anticipating, since there... Okay, the final battle of Rhea will be similar to the one that there is in the original version of the game, but I need to step it up a lot more, because here you fight even before, and of course I will have Rhea play tricks on you even before, so there will be tricks that happened only in the last fight. That means I need new tricks for the last fight, which might be low resolution, for example, but I have many others. I have some others. Low resolution is one of those, though. Okay, we have the thing. We may need to fix a bunch of other things, but for now we did the most of it. We may want to, at this point, make another thing, which is the shake. Because when you take damage, the screen shakes, but the background should be still. Only the group should be moving. So, we may want to add an animation to an entire group, or even a picture. I think it's a little hard though. Shake the entire group is kinda awkward. Then another thing then we can do instead is change a function we already did. I think we have it here. Input listener, if you do it right, easy screen zoom it effect, this one. We did this one another time, like a month ago. Look at this. Boom, 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 dubstep we have. The problem is pictures are not affected. So This one is useless if we want to work on pictures. Well, there's actually a way to make it work on pictures, but I don't want it to work on every picture. So we instead, where is it? How is it called? Easy screen zoom, okay. This one. We instead make it work on groups. Here we may want another parameter, which is affect. Let's say by default it's 0. Okay. How does it work? First we check what the effect is. It targets everything. If it's not, targets a group. How do we differentiate those? Well, for now I only want it to work for groups. And for that, we can do it actually. We just need to select a target. Let's see. How does it work here? We have the zoom and we apply it. Wait, can we just apply it? Huh? It just applies it on this like that. We can just change those parameters. Okay. Let's see. What if instead of screen... Let me find what we were doing. Why is it so hard? Here, group ref. We can reference the entire group. We don't need to change anything else, right? Yeah, everything here is on its own. Here's the information, and we may want to say target. Target here, okay. For now it's not used, but for now we do that the target is the group reference. So we can, as we see here, change the position and the target position. I wonder if I can just... I think I can. Let's see. Position and we need to change position and scale. Here it's already screen, but we can do this. That we will build the target beforehand. So, let target. For now it's nothing. And the target will be here. Here we will build it exactly how we need it. We need the .x and the .scalex, which should be simple to build. We can already have it here. The target will have those parameters. X, which will be... Can I do screen X? I think it works. Y, which will be screen Y. Then we have the parameter scale, which will be an object on its own, which has screen scale X. And same with Y. In this way, as I did last time, we can have the same reference for totally different objects. If I say target.scale.x, it will target the screen scale. Though if it's a group, it will still work in its way. Let's say if effect is more than 0. Then we will replace everything in the target here. Target will become the information of the group. So for example, the X will be group ref scale. No, position X. And same here, group ref position ref. At least we are using a strong point of arrays in JavaScript, which I usually find annoying, but it's useful. If we assign an array to something else, it will still keep the value. This is not an array though. I'm worried it might not work. Let me try. Why not try? So, first of all, does screen just work? Yes. Okay, no, this is not the best place to test. Here. Let me test something. So, screen X is undefined. Okay. Did I get it right? Ah, okay, because I need to get this one. Okay, now screen X is this. 0. So if I say screen X equal 400, it moves, right? I don't know. What, 200? Oh. Ah, yeah, everything moves on one direction. Okay. So what I want to do is, let's see if I can. Test equal screen X. So test is 0. If I say screen X equal 300, does test change as well? No. It only changes if it's an entire group. Because we assign now screen to the value, but if we call CManager sprite map, definitely the X will be different now. Yes. So if we apply groups, it will definitely be impacted. So we should instead do this. Instead of X and Y, we should have two separate entities, maybe. It's either, we are overcomplicating it, right? But I want it to be doable even for the screen and the other one. For now, maybe, you know what? For now, we do something very simple. We just do it for... I got the wrong one. For now, we do only for the group. Let's see, target is... Okay, the problem is this will only pass the references now. We can do it later. Yeah, I think it's even better if we do it later. Okay, never mind. The target will be defined later. So we can say which group it's referencing. And now if we know it's targeting the group number 2, for example, we can move the group 2 entirely. Let me comment all of this, because we need to rewrite it for the groups. So group reference position X, this one. Group reference position Y. Group reference scale is right. It is, okay. This applies the current zoom. Now, there is another problem that those values are not always right? Because this one changes the core position of the screen, which by default is 0, you see. this one should make 0. The difference is the zoom. So we should sum to everything here the current position of the screen. I can do it later though. For now. For now we need the last thing, right? Because it's before starts repeating again, we need to update everything again. But we did it already last time, so it should be easy. We just call again easy picture, update every picture in group. I like long names. Here. Okay, and this should be it. There is still the problem of the current coordinates of it, but for now let's see the effect. It's a little more reasonable now. It happens when I press the right button. Huh. It's missing a value though. Line 2080. Huh? That's long. Ah, because... No, it's another one. 386. Here. So it's wrong. The pose should be right. Maybe I didn't define any target. Yeah, we need to change how we call the function. Or we can just do this actually. At the start of the battle we do an animation or two. Here, while Rhea is talking. Okay, while Rhea is talking, even better. Okay, still the same problem. Let's see, did I miss something? Effect. Zoom, duration, acceleration. And the problem is online. $386. The same. No. Still here. Maybe the group reference is wrong. Okay, we know what to do. Do we? We do the same trick from before. I discovered this one and I will not leave it be. Never. This is very useful. Too much even. Okay, around here. Perfect. Let's see. We marked it down. We know where it is. And now it stops here. Let's see. Group reference. Position. 0. Okay, it's right actually. It's right. Why do you give me a problem? It's there. Position exists. What if I go the next frame? It's right. Maybe the first iteration is right. The second one is wrong. Let's see. Okay, let's see again. Undefined. Yes, that's a problem. I get it. Because I don't pass the function requires 2 parameters, but I forgot to pass the second one after. Okay, that's why. I don't think I forgot anything else, right? Maybe I do. What's now, Rhea? Can I see? No. The problem is still there. Did I save? Let me try again. Stop here. It's right. Next one. Undefined again, but... Oh no. I still did a mistake. Target, yeah, should be screen effects. Wait, yeah, screen effect targets, definitely. I need to pass both parameters. Weird that, though it was still undefined. Okay, please go. First one is right. Second one. Wrong again. This one is different. $262. It's another one. I can go here, sure. This one has a problem. Yeah. Because something is undefined. Well, now we're getting the gist of it, so let's see again. So it stopped here, we don't need to stop it here anymore, and it stops here now. Let's see, container of picture groups is there. Group. Oh no! No, is it fine? Group. I should read the group parameter. Group. Group is an object? No. I passed the wrong parameter. Though someone should bless this function that I finally discovered in RPG Maker, because without that I would took like triple the amount of time. Could we please appreciate how much useful now this new mechanic this instrument introduces here? How much time would I have wasted on that otherwise? Let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah, because the problem is I changed the wrong parameter here. Oops. Okay. This should be here. I just edited the wrong function. DevTool. Yeah, I don't know how I... Okay, I discovered DevTools and actually just the breakpoints while I started working. And now I cannot live without those. Huh? Oh, wait. Look in the corner. Look in the corner. Look in the corner. There's the game. Wait. Can we play the game like this? Let's go. Okay, never mind. The picture is changing. Still, that was wrong. It changed everything to one frame, which is wrong. Maybe it messed up the values. Probably didn't read the starting position or something and messed up a value or two. The scale got... Yeah, the scale definitely... Huh. How? Current zoom. Oh, does it need to be multiplied by 100? Yes, it does. Because it's in percent with pictures. Okay, Rhea, do your thing. And here, look at this. Okay, now this definitely will be messed up with the animations during the battle, but let's see. Yeah, I didn't imagine it was this bad, but it's 386. I think we can safely say we fix this thing, we make it work even for the shrunk screen, and we can stop. For now, 386. Right here. Undefined. Again. What's your problem now? Well, we know what to do. Okay, we know what to do. The breakpoints are really a breakthrough on science, on everything. Weird that it only happens when I shrink down the screen. I wonder why. Wait, where's my breakpoint? I didn't open it. Ah, I got scammed. Well, there's also another problem, since it might take a lot to go through the first section. Breakpoint by breakpoint. I need to re-add it later. Now it plays one. Yeah, it does every time we have a dialogue with Rhea. Oh no, every time we have a bump in the screen. We can just remove it for now and add it later. Now, I think we can add it again safely. Where was I? Here. Okay, let's add it again. Now. Why is it stopped? Is it normal? Now it stops here. And group reference is undefined. Why? Okay, now never mind. I get why. This is my bad. Well, everything is my bad. Because I didn't update when it's called later. This one is still the old version. Do I need to call it elsewhere? I suppose I can call it when I do the slash on the enemy with the gate. Just for these ones, why not? This one? Later. Open and now. Hit! Yes! We can do the blow here. Okay. Even a little stronger even. Or longer even. Okay. Let's see how it goes. I'm definitely sure now it might work. Except there's still the issue of the origin point. That definitely will create an issue, but let's see. Oh wait, there's a problem also in the movement of the arrow. Oh well. Yeah, we have a problem on that. I cannot see anymore. Why is it not reading arrows anymore? And we have data animation. Okay. Why did the screen return back on the original position? That's definitely not what it should happen. Let's see. Yeah, it returns back because the screen. Yeah, I get the problem. The current zoom calculates 100%, which is wrong. This is 1 plus. Wait, no. Yeah, this one is 1, which is the original resolution. So maybe we should keep the 100% there. But it's not 100%, it's the current scale of the group. X and Y. And this should fix that issue. Also, I still don't get why the pictures are not moving away. Oh, maybe I do? They get updated and they stop moving? That's probably why. That's a shame though, it was working before. That's lame. Also, the picture is not there anymore. I messed up with some values maybe. The scale... X. Maybe it should be multiplied by it later. Maybe it should be 1 and later I multiply by the current scale value, which is usually 100. Mario Kart music! Oh, Why this random zoom? Yeah, something is wrong with with everything here. But it's cool in a way. No, yeah, something is wrong. Something is very wrong. We should see the math in this. Wait, the zoom target? No, it's fine. Huh. I don't know how it should work. What if it takes the group scale? And now I see it's multiplying the scale by... It's using this as a parameter, which can be right, but it applies it on itself. Definitely is a recipe for disaster. I would say we should have at least a starting scale value or something. Because referencing the scale and then increasing it later definitely brings to very unintentional effects. I wonder how we should do it. We need a value for the final scale of everything. Well, we can actually reference target scale, since this is a fixed number. Let's see now. I'm a little though upset we had the little problem where the animation of something doesn't work. Oh wait, now it's working, huh? Huh? Why? Why? Oh well. Okay, the pictures are still not deleting. I wonder though why is that a problem. Though you can see the animation works. The problem is the coordinates are wrong, but that's what I was imagining from the start. That's why, to get the value of everything, we sum to everything the target movement. So we have again a fixed value for the coordinates. Target pose. And target pose Y. And this should work as well. We still have the problem of the pictures not moving correctly. Not disappearing. I think could be based on updating and making the shake animation. Okay, yeah, I see. While this entire group is moving, if something else moves, it gets messed up. Weird, because I did it intentionally because of this reason. Well, let's see. Okay. We can see it's moving, not in the right direction. Maybe the zoom should be done a little better, but for now we can keep those sort of shakes. Okay, there's left the shake of the screen, but we can do this another time, right? I think I will work on why the pictures don't move out of stream. For now, it's working. So that's the good part. Also, realize I may want to draw a background for the scene, but for now we will keep it like this. Okay. We did exactly 2 hours. I think we can stop here. I have the Steam page of the game approved, not released, but I still need to work on a lot of other things, so I think it's fine if we delay to the next week. Okay. Then let's see who we can raid. If we have enough raid power. Oh, there's a good amount of people here, I wonder. Huh. We can go to Zephyr. We're making games after all. Okay. That's everything for today. Tomorrow we play other games from randomly taking one from each IO. Friday we play the summer event part 2 of Heads Reverb, the other gacha I'm playing. And the weekend is free, so I can work on my game more and yeah, play with my brother. Okay, we were starting a Terraria hardcore world now. Okay, thanks again for coming by. I will work more on the game, I promise, so it will be ready on September. The demo. The demo will be ready on September, let's be clear. And we see each other whenever it happens.